It's an ASUN showdown between Lipscomb and Georgia State. ASUN Sunbelt showdown as we get set for midweek action at men's soccer here at the Lipscomb Soccer Complex. Hello, everyone. Justin Seaman here with you as we get set for tonight's contest. Lipscomb currently ranked the number 23rd team in the country right now, as they get set to take on the Georgia State Panthers. Georgia State currently receiving votes in the conference United coaches poll, the United Soccer Coaches poll, and so this should be a really good showdown between the ASUN and the Sun Belt. Both of these teams only one loss coming in to tonight, and that one loss was actually against a common opponent, number 5 team in the country, the Kentucky Wildcats, who are actually a member of the Sun Belt Conference. People who don't maybe follow soccer regularly would not know, but there is no SEC soccer as far as, and so men's soccer, Kentucky plays in the Sun Belt Conference, and they play along with West Virginia, who is also in the Sun Belt Conference, another Power 5 team, in South Carolina. So if you look at the Sun Belt preseason poll, West Virginia, Marshall, Kentucky, South Carolina, they were picked as the top 4 teams. Georgia State was picked number 7. But again, Georgia State comes into this matchup against Lipscomb with an overall record of 6-1-1 on the year. Lipscomb also 6-1-1, the preseason ASUN favorites, as they won it last year, and Lipscomb has been dominant so far this year in the ASUN Conference. We are underway now from the Lipscomb Soccer Complex between the Panthers and the Bisons. The Bisons will be dressed in the black, trimmed in white numerals, and Georgia State going to be in white with blue numerals. Ball's going to be played back to the goalkeeper for the Panthers tonight. Goalkeeper in goal tonight for the Panthers will be Gunther Rankenberg. In goal for Lipscomb will be Michael Sibley. Go through the starting lineups here as we're underway as well. For Georgia State, it'll be Iola Jones, Clay Dawes, Alex Henderson, Simon Carlson, Jack Hilton Jones, Max Wilkins, Tristan Jamo, Ramon Munoz, Carlos Luna, and Justin McLean. Keep an eye on Justin McLean. He is one of their top offensive performers for the Panthers. On the other side for Lipscomb, it'll be William Turner, Adam McAleenan, Louis Robinson, Jeldrick Dahlman, Alejandro Lopez, Burl Shepard, Hayes Wood, Malachi Jones, Nick Dang, and Noah Golden for the Bisons. Ball be touched out by Lipscomb in their defensive end, and so Georgia State will have an early throw in. Just underway here from the Lipscomb Soccer Complex. Beautiful night here in Nashville. Very fall feel to tonight as well. My watch says it's about 70 degrees. I'd say it might be a little cooler than that, and it's going to continue to cool down as the night progressive here in just south of the Nashville area. Georgia State with wins this year. The Panthers on the year 6-1-1. They won over North Florida. That's another common opponent that Lipscomb will face in the ASUN. Beat them 1-0. They tied against Mercer 1-1. Got a win against Winthrop 5-1. Davidson 3-1. Wofford 2-0. USC Upstate 1-0. And James Madison 3-1 before losing their last match 5-1 to Kentucky. So back-to-back top 25 matchups for Georgia State as they now face Lipscomb, who, again, the United Soccer Coaches poll has Lipscomb ranked at number 23 right now. There's a big boot by Michael Sibley to clear it out. And no shots so far as we have just played through about 2.5 minutes of this one here in the first half. Here's Noah Golden, gets it to Lopez. Lopez trying to find Hayes Wood. Tries to tip it down. That one's cut off. And here's Malachi Jones for Lipscomb. Jones had a goal in the last game for Lipscomb. Got Lipscomb on the board against Queens First. That was a game against Queens College, or Queens University, excuse me, new member of the ASUN, where I think if you just looked on paper, it looked like it would be an easy blowout win for Lipscomb. Played maybe a little sloppier than you'd expect in that first half. Here's Jones, tries to center it to Lopez in the middle. That one just slips past his foot, and it'll go out of play. Not a bad look, though, by Malachi Jones trying to get it to the middle to Alejandro Lopez. Lipscomb offensively as that ball gets away, and Jones slipped in, and what a save there by Rankenberg. Rankenberg saves the bacon right there as that turnover, and then almost on the other end, a very similar play as Sibley just has to clear it away, as coming down hard on him is Max Wilkins. That one into the middles, cut off by Burl Shepard. Quick action so far here early in this one. No score between the Bisons and the Panthers. That's going to be a foul, and that's going to be a yellow card. Yeah, I believe that's a yellow card. That's going to go against Clay Dawes. It will be. And one of the things I was looking at is looking at some of the national rankings between these two teams. 5th in the country is Georgia State in red cards this year. They are 10th in the country in fouls per game, as they are averaging 8.75 fouls per game. So they really don't commit a lot of fouls if you're just looking at that number. Lipscomb, on the other hand, commits about 15 fouls per game, which is 191 ranked. So not a ton of fouls from this Georgia State team, but that was pretty clear there on that yellow card. Ball's going to be sent down. Cleared into the middle. Nice touch over to Lopez. Wood back to Lopez again, and Lopez knocked down, tries to get a foul call. No whistle by the referee that time, and now Georgia State will try to counter. Here's McLean. Justin McLean. Great player for the Georgia State Panthers. McLean, a 6 foot, 175 freshman from Atlanta, Georgia. So just right there, hometown guy. Nice touch to him. He'll get down in the box, and that's going to be the first corner, as a nice touch by McLean gets it down to Simon Carlson. And Carlson, actually, they're going to say that went off of Carlson, but still, good touch pass by McLean to Carlson to try to get the first clean look of the game for Georgia State. Just under 5 minutes gone by here in the first half. Matchup between the A-Sun and the Sun Belt. Maybe a little different than other sports in that usually when you get to conference play, you kind of just stay in conference play. Not as much in soccer. You're going to have sometimes those midweek games that are going to be non-conference. That's what this is, and this is a good one. Lipscomb, of course, the 23rd ranked team in the country right now. Been ranked as high as 17th this year. Georgia State receiving votes in the latest United Soccer Coaches poll, as there's a foul, again, whistled against Georgia State that time. That one is going to go against Ramon Munoz. 6'2" senior from Ackworth, Georgia, just north of Atlanta. Nick Dang, local product from just around the corner here in Brentwood, Tennessee, sends it over. Back to Dang, and they'll send it back to Sibley. Lipscomb will set back up. Big boot by Sibley just to try to get it in the offensive end. McAleenan down to Hayeswood. We'll send it to Golden, who tries to get a centering pass into Yeldrick Dahlman. That one's sent back, and I think that's going to go out. It will. Nice challenge by Will Turner there. Had the advantage, and now going to get a foul against Georgia State as Hayes Wood was trying to cut towards the center. So Alejandro Lopez will set it up. Going to walk off the distance for a potential wall here. Just going to be one player right now. So it'll be Noah Golden and Alejandro Lopez. Looks like it's going to be Lopez who takes the set piece. Decent angle here. Sends it over to Golden. Golden, they go short. Nice job by defense as Louis Robinson. Now Lopez moves in. He'll try to get one to the corner, back corner. Malachi Jones was tracking, but that one's a little too far out of his reach. Not a bad look there, but nothing doing for Lipscomb on that one. 2 shots so far for the Bisons, none so far for Georgia State. Lipscomb does have 1 shot on goal, 1 save made by Rankenberg. 2 fouls in the game so far whistled against the Panthers. Touch up to Carlson on the right side. Send it back. That'll go to Henderson. Henderson, big body back there on the back line defensively. 6'3", good size. He matches up well against Lipscomb's top line forward, Yeldrick Dahlman. Nice move by McLean there. Tries to send it forward, sneak it past the defense, but nothing doing, says Will Turner. Turner and Dang, primary defenders back there. That one sent back to Sibley. He's going to probably have to do something quickly. He does. Headed by Woods. Nice little turn there as Yeldrick Dahlman, and is that going to be a foul? It's going to be a yellow card. Second yellow card issued as Dahlman was moving towards the corner of the box. He had the advantage, and so now Lipscomb's going to get a really nice look at a set piece here at the corner, right corner of the box. He wasn't in the box yet, but right corner of the box. Noah Golden and Lopez will see what the play is here. They went short last time to get a better look at an angle here. You wonder if they do that same thing again. 3-person wall, kind of right there at the corner. Rankenberg kind of moving them around to where he wants them positionally. Got a chance maybe to try to use the angle, does Lopez, but it could be a difficult shot. Here's Golden. No, now they're going to blow the whistle, blow it dead. So play had started. Golden was moving towards the ball, and then the official blows the whistle. Didn't like what was happening inside the box. Want to go have a quick chat with those players. Here's Golden. It's not going to be him. It will be Lopez, who goes high over the top left corner. He was trying to just hit right there in the top left corner, just a little high. If he had hit it there, that would have been a absolute dime of a shot to get it up there in the top corner. That would have been a really, really next level look by Alejandro Lopez. But as it is, it goes high and long. So Georgia State dodges a bullet there, and we'll see if they can figure out a way to get their offense going. Dahlman putting some pressure back there to Rankenberg. Clears it back. Here's Malachi Jones trying to turn it. Instead, he'll get tripped up, knocked down. Louis Robinson with the header there, back to the middle. Nice job by Dahlman there, trying to get it over to Hayes Wood, but that one's cut off. In the midfield now are the Panthers, trying to organize to get an offensive push going here. Instead, just a errant pass wide that time goes out of play, and Lipscomb will have the throw in. Just over 10 minutes gone by here in the first half. No score from the Lipscomb Soccer Complex. That one taken away momentarily by McLean, moving pretty quickly, and Sibley boots it out. That's one of those, if Sibley mishandles it, that one trickles in for a goal. No shot yet for Georgia State. Lipscomb has 2, 1 on goal. McAleenan sends that one long, trying to get a run on it for Malachi Jones, but just out of his reach. Couple of fouls, Max Wilkins and Ramon Munoz, and 2 yellow cards already issued to Georgia State here in this match in the first 10 minutes of action. Legitimate calls, but 2 already whistled against the Panthers. No ill will, didn't look like, but still very aggressive plays by the Panthers. Here's a throw in near midfield. Head coach for Georgia State is Brett Surensee. He's no stranger to the ASUN Conference. He was a 4-time ASUN All-Academic Performer and a 2-time ASUN Conference honoree at Jacksonville, as that ball is going to roll and be picked up. And he was a student assistant at Jacksonville University before kind of beginning his coaching career. 4-year starter and 3-year captain as a center back for Jacksonville, so obviously familiar with Lipscomb. There's Malachi Jones. He's going to be taken down. No call there. Maybe a little bit of embellishment on that part. The official thinking by Malachi Jones. He's quick to get back up, and now here comes the counter by Justin McLean. McLean working the left side, sends it back to the center. Georgia State taking their time, will reorganize. A turnover there. And now we're going to get the whistle blown. Clock is not stopped. Now they will stop the clock. And now the referee giving a little bit of a lecture right now to Iolo Jones. Not sure what that's about, but he is explaining something. Play back underway. Nick Dang now. Send it over to Will Turner. Nicely cut off that time by Jones. He'll turn it back, and Simon Carlson will have it wide on the left side. Here's McLean. Now to Jones, back to Carlson, trying to get something in the box and just smartly, didn't see a ton there, but thought maybe to get something in the middle. It deflects, and that'll be the first corner kick of the night for either team, and it'll be to Georgia State. And it looks like it's going to be Simon Carlson to take the corner for the Panthers. He'll send it in the box. That one's headed out. I think that was Nick Dang. What a job by Dang there. Got up high on that one to head it out of the box. Really nice job clearing it by Nick Dang, the big defender for Lipscomb. Now Lipscomb will look to counter. Trying to get something. Left side, I think that's Dahlman. Trying to get it to Lopez in the middle. Then mishandled a little bit by McAleenan, and it'll be a turnover back to Georgia State. Again, can't say enough about that defensive effort that time on the corner kick by Nick Dang. It's going to be out of bounds, so a throw-in will be coming for Georgia State. Pretty fast-paced first 15 minutes of this, but both teams seem pretty even so far through the first 15. Neither team giving each other that great of looks so far. Here's Sibley. Jones that time, battling that time. And it'll be a throw-in, and this will be Munoz. Looking for some help. He'll go backwards to Alex Henderson. Henderson surveying for the Panthers. He'll swing it right, moves it over to Jack Hilton Jones. Trying to get a touchdown. Nice speed on the right side that time. Couldn't see who it was, and now I think we're going to get a foul called. Wow. Outside the box, but that's a prime spot there for Georgia State. Looked from our angle like the defender and the offensive player were step for step with each other, but maybe tripped up at the last second. So now I think that's Max Wilkins or maybe Clay Dawes who's over there. We'll see who's going to take it. This is a great look now for Georgia State. Lipscomb had one just a few moments ago with Alejandro Lopez, but it was a little bit more on the top of the corner of the box. This one a little more towards the side of the box, but it is just right outside the box. Lipscomb setting their wall. Set piece. Here's the swing. Sends it into the middle. Header. And that one's headed over the goal that time by Clay Dawes. So Dawes got a head on it. It was Simon Carlson who put the ball into the box. Dawes does get a head on it, but unable to get that downward motion. And Lipscomb escapes. Again, we've seen fairly even looks from both teams here in this first half. Malachi Jones trying to find one deep. Little bicycle over the head kick that time by Georgia State. Here's Dang battling, and he does get the ball before Hilton Jones, I believe. Nope, that was Max Wilkins was able to get on it. Here's Hayes Wood. Goes right side to Lopez. Back to Burl Shepard. Shepard in the middle will send it back. Defensively, Lipscomb brings their defenders up near midfield. Goes long to Louis Robinson. Robinson will send one towards the box. Dahlman tries to give a little bit of a hip check, maybe too much that time, and he'll be whistled for the foul. So Dahlman tried a little bit, almost like a box out move down deep in the box. Too much of a hip that time, and Georgia State defender now up limping a little bit, trying to see what number that is. So it'll be kick from the goal for Rankenberg. Big kick there by Rankenberg, sends it almost all the way down to the box. Ball was headed backwards and Sibley now. So really we just kind of switched ends with the goalies each taking a shot at it. Here's Sibley this time. Tried to get it in the vicinity of Yeldrick Dahlman. It's one of those games where both of these teams, you can tell, would like to find a way to break out offensively, but the other team so good defensively, you're just going to have to be patient. Which team can kind of be more patient and get that really grade A opportunity? McLean catches it with his chest there. Right side, Robinson trying to keep it alive. He does. Lopez, I think, kicked that one out. You know, you're going to get a lot of chatter over there when you're right in front of both benches. They'll award the ball to Georgia State and the throw in. Try to swing it, get the defense pendulum moving. Be touchdown to Wilkins. Trying to turn with it, can't. Now it's back to the middle. And they'll go back again, and this is going to be Henderson back in the back. Sends a liner, but nothing really that Tristan Jameau could do with that one. Skid it off his head, and it will be deep in the corner now. Now we're going to get our first substitution of the game as ASUN preseason player of the year, Tyree Spicer, will check into the game for Hayeswood. So Spicer will check in for Lipscomb. Spicer was really the catalyst in the win against Queens University. He had the key assist on the Yeldrick Dahlman go-ahead goal that got the win for Lipscomb. There's a touchdown trying to find Spicer cutting in the middle. Here's Golden. He sends it back. Jones, nice pass to Golden into the middle, and that one just slices through. 3 players for Lipscomb were trying to locate, and that one just found the open space between all 3 of them. Great look, though, by Lipscomb. Gotta like, Coach Morrow's gotta like what he saw on that offensive possession. Here's Dang now. Back to Shepard. Burl Shepard will survey. He's got time and space. Goes long to Spicer. That one gets through everybody. Spicer tries to save it, can't. And so it'll be a throw in deep in Georgia State territory. Played over halfway through the first half. No score. Not a ton of shots either. Lipscomb has the advantage there, but just 2 total shots for Lipscomb. No shots yet for Georgia State. Again, offensively, this Lipscomb team is number 17th in the country in total offense. When you just look at scoring offense, Lipscomb 17th in the country. Scoring offense for Georgia State, 35th in the country. So you're talking about 2 teams that like to play some offense, but right now it's the defense that has stepped up for both teams so far. Here's Will Turner, left side, gets it down to Louis Robinson. Robinson touches it middle, little tic-tac-toe back to Robinson. He'll work the middle of the field. Tries to go right side to Malachi Jones, who switched over to the right side with Tyree Spicer coming into the game. Luxury to have Jones that he can play both sides. Sent back to Golden. Golden has to play it quickly to Jones. Malachi Jones kind of fortunate to weave through that traffic and get through. Now Lipscomb's got some space on the left side. Alejandro Lopez tried to touch it with his left foot down to Spicer on the run, but just not enough juice on that pass. And it's cut off. Not sure what happened there, but we're going to get a whistle. Now the official's going to go over and give a warning to Louis Robinson. Louis Robinson, no stranger to some contact. He's a very physical defender, player out there. 21 minutes left to go first half. Still no score here from the Lipscomb Soccer Complex. ASUN and the Sun Belt doing battle here in this midweek showdown. Here's Yeldrick Dahlman. Tries to get one in the middle, and that'll be a corner kick for Lipscomb. So Dahlman earns the first corner for Lipscomb. Rankenberg tried to cut it off. Looked kind of like Jimmy Garoppolo the other day, stepping out of the back of the end zone. He had his feet out of the line there, down on the end line, and so official right there saw it, and it's a corner kick. Alejandro Lopez will be in the corner for the Bisons to take the corner kick. Dahlman down close in the box. The rest of Lipscomb will run. They'll run in. Here's Lopez. Sends a low liner. That one's headed. Chance now headed towards the box by Will Turner. McAleenan will try to reset up for Lipscomb. Gets it over to Jones. Jones will send one towards the goal. And Rankenberg, I think, got some hands on it that time to knock it out. So Lipscomb will get another corner kick. This one will be on the far side now. And Noah Golden will go over there to take this corner. Less than 20 minutes to go here, first half action. Second corner kick for the Bisons. They're going to credit Lipscomb with a shot on that last possession off the corner. Here's Golden again, and now player goes down in the box, and so the official immediately blows the whistle, and it'll be Georgia State ball. Henderson. Back defensively on the back line, now into the center. Lipscomb with 3 defenders. Louis Robinson touches it over to Turner. Turner to Tyree Spicer. Spicer trying to weave through some traffic. 4 defenders quickly around him. Should be some room elsewhere, and there is. Malachi Jones far on the right side. Now he'll try to touch one down to Noah Golden. Golden will send one towards the middle. Nobody home for Lipscomb. Golden so good at changing the angle with that centering pass. Here's Spicer. He sends one deep, high over the goal. Three subs coming in now for Georgia State. Get you those names and numbers in just a minute. See when Lipscomb goes with their next sub. Nobody up yet for the Bisons. Ross Finney, Justin Guest, and Tom Williams, the 3 players checking into the game for Georgia State. Finney sends it over right side to Munoz. Here's Finney, who just checked into the game, tries to loft one down for Tom Williams, who also just checked into the game. Here's Dang to Lopez. McAleenan to Golden. Slowly trying. Both these teams have been patient. Not a ton of opportunities. Both teams defensively have closed very quickly. Not a lot of space and room to work. Burl Shepard able to dribble, get some movement. Tyree Spicer trying to turn, gets it to the middle. Dahlman's there. Can he turn? He does turn, but a great defensive play by Henderson that time. Absolutely fantastic defensive play by Henderson. Alex Henderson one-on-one with Yeldrick Dahlman right there in the box. Dahlman turned, but Henderson was there to knock it away. Going to say a goal kick and clear it out. Finney will have it now for the Panthers. .32 left to go, first half action. Still no score. Lipscomb preseason #1 in the A-Sun. They've held serve through the first few games of the A-Sun, tied atop the A-Sun right now. And in the Sun Belt Conference, Georgia State, man, you talk about a tough conference to be in. They are picked 7th, but they're currently receiving votes in the top 25. They're 6-1-1, but you look at the teams in the Sun Belt: West Virginia, Marshall, Kentucky, South Carolina, Coastal Carolina, James Madison, Old Dominion, and Georgia Southern. That is murderer's row when you're talking about soccer competition. Here's Finney, 2 defenders around him. Back to Henderson. Gets it to McLean. Has it taken away. Lopez tries to go wide to Dahlman. Dahlman's got some room. Spicer going into the middle of the box. Into the box. He'll get it to Jones. Jones trying to find a place, and he's taken down in the box. It's going to be a penalty kick as Malachi Jones was taken down in the box. Now the concern is Jones is still down. So we'll see if Jones can get up. He is going to get up. Still, they're going to hold off anybody at the moment. How Jones was able to collect that in the box, keep the pressure on. And now we'll see. It's going to be Yeldrick Dahlman who's going to take the penalty kick for Lipscomb. Malachi Jones has been so good for this Lipscomb team. This player right here, Yeldrick Dahlman, has as well. So it'll be Dahlman with the penalty kick. Here's the chance for Dahlman, waiting on the spot. Dahlman prepared, Rankenberg there. Here's the whistle. Here's Dahlman, and he'll score. Yeldrick Dahlman with the penalty kick goal, but give Malachi Jones all the credit. He was the player that earned it for the Bisons. Dahlman finishes it off, and Lipscomb takes a 1-0 lead here in the first half. So penalty kick goal by Yeldrick Dahlman at the 30-minute and 44-second mark of the first half. Lipscomb has outshot Georgia State 6-0, and now they have a 1-0 lead here in the first half. And Lipscomb's going to bring in a couple of subs now. Javon Smith will come into the game for the Bisons, and also it looks like Plutarchus Alanefti will also come in for Lipscomb. So Javon Smith in the game for Lipscomb, and Plutarchus Alanefti as well. So Dahlman gets the goal for the Bisons, and Lipscomb takes the 1-0 lead. But Malachi Jones doing what he's done so well in his early Lipscomb career, and that's create dangerous chances, dangerous opportunities, and that time it was the shot as, again, Jones is creeping in. It was the penalty he drew in the box that led to the penalty kick goal. So we'll see what Georgia State can do to answer. Ball sent down the right side. Able to pick it up that time is Guest. Guest tries to go into the middle, but that one gets popped back out. Now slipping and falling that time was Carlson, and here's Tyree Spicer. And Henderson just has to get one into the, cleared out of the way from Tyree Spicer. The foul called on Spicer as he catapulted over the top of Henderson there. That one cut off. Jones was trying to find a way to race past Henderson, but Henderson has been a pretty good back wall back there for the Panthers. Here's Jones. Jones again trying to work into the middle. He recollects it again. Malachi Jones gets it into the box, but Jones this time goes down hard, kind of grabbing his ankle, is up walking again. That's a good sign. Under 12 to go, first half action. Lone goal of the game, Yeldrick Dahlman just moments ago on the penalty kick goal. Malachi Jones drew the foul for Lipscomb in the box. And Dahlman rewards him with the goal. Here's McLean into the middle. Goes far side, and Georgia State will recollect, send it back, and try to reorganize. Georgia State, longer time possessing it there, but really no movement towards the goal. Now Lipscomb will take it. McAleenan into the middle. Nice touch there, and we're going to get a spot now for Georgia State, and now we're going to get a yellow card issued to Nick Dang. Dang didn't like the call, but I think Georgia State argument, well, we've been whistled for 2 yellow cards. Time to give one to Lipscomb. It's Carlson who went down. He's there with, I believe that's Jones. Nope, that is Finney, Ross Finney, who looks like he's going to take the set piece free kick for Georgia State. Two-man wall for the Bisons. That one sent in, and dangerous chance there as that one goes past the far post. And a couple of Georgia State players go down. They were kind of lifting their hands up saying, where's the whistle for us? But I don't think there was anything there. And official agreed, did not think any contact of any significance. And so Lipscomb will have the goal kick. Approaching 10 minutes left in the first half. Yeldrick Dahlman with the 1 goal for Lipscomb. That's the difference in the game. Will Turner to Louis Robinson to Spicer. Tries to touch it, does Dang, inside to Noah Golden. Justin Guest, speedy down there. And now we may get another card, I don't know. Guest gets the benefit of a warning before the yellow card. So no card issued on that one, but you would have imagine if something happens again, it may be a different story. Throw in for Lipscomb, deep in their territory, in their zone, or excuse me, it's going to be a free kick. Hard to see from where my angle is up here. Touch back to Henderson. He gets it over left side to Munoz. Back in the middle to Williams. Williams, nice nifty move there, and then he's cut from behind. No foul called. Here's Javon Smith. Tries to touch one down to Malachi Jones, and that one is just cleared away. Rankenberg didn't want to have anything to do with Malachi Jones streaking in, so he just boots that one out of play. Working in the middle, Burl Shepard. Shoved there a little bit is Malachi Jones. Gavin Williams into the middle. Georgia State very patient, but they've had trouble finding just any real good opportunity to get movement towards the goal. Lipscomb's backline defense has been excellent. Under 8 to go, first half. Yeldrick Dahlman with the lone goal on the penalty kick. Came at the 30-minute, 44-second mark of this first half, and now foul against Lipscomb. And I believe they're going to give a yellow card to Lipscomb, and it's going to go on Burl Shepard. I think, correction, they're not going to give it to Burl Shepard. They're going to give it to Adam McAleenan. So now 2 apiece. Referee wanting to keep this game under control here, but we've got 2 yellow cards issued to both teams. Ross Finney will take the kick for Georgia State. Get this one in the air, and coming over was Henderson. I think he got a head on it. He did. That one kind of popped up, and Sibley actually had to make a save. So that's one of those where Henderson gets a head on it. It kind of pops up and starts dropping right there near the crossbar, and Michael Sibley does make a save on it. Pops it behind the crossbar. So it'll be a corner kick for Georgia State. This will be their 3rd corner kick of the first half. It's going to be Ross Finney to take the corner kick for the Panthers. He'll send it in, and that one's knocked around on the ground and cleared out by Noah Golden. That one very dangerous for a moment, as that one did hit the dirt and had to get cleared out by Noah Golden. Now Lipscomb will try to counter. That one sent wide to Malachi Jones. He's got some space. Far side, he's going to look to go back to the center. He does, and cleared back out. And nice job by Georgia State getting back quickly defensively to prevent a good counter opportunity from the Bisons. Here's Golden. Throw into Spicer, back to Golden, back now to Dang to reset the offense. And Golden goes down. Here's Javon Smith in the box. He's going to try to get a look. Javon Smith trying to turn to get something in the box. McAleenan now over to Shepard. Shepard gets it into Spicer. Spicer in the box will try to put a shot on. He does, but it's high. Creative look there that time by Tyree Spicer, but unable to connect in a way to really put a challenge on Rankenberg there. But again, Lipscomb's passing in tight spaces in the box. Very impressive. Under 5 to go, first half, 4:42. Here's Louis Robinson. Shots in favor of Lipscomb, 7-1 here in the first half so far. Here's Golden. Allen Efty. They'll send it back to Sibley. That one out of bounds. Golden will do the throw in. Tough pass back to Sibley from Dang, but he handles it nicely. Alanefti flies in to cut that one off. Tyree Spicer sends it back, and now Will Turner has to dive to save that one from being a good look for Georgia State. It'll go off of the Panthers, and Lipscomb will have the throw in. Here's Turner, sends it near midfield. Again, you can hear the chirping and the talking over there. Now they're going to change the call. They initially said it was Lipscomb ball, and now they're going to give it to Georgia State. Under 3 to go. First half action, Lipscomb leading 1-0 on the penalty kick goal by Yeldrick Dahlman. Malachi Jones was able to get in the box, draw the foul, earn the penalty kick, and Dahlman finishes it off. I'm going to whistle a foul against Golden. Approaching 2 minutes left in the first half. Georgia State trying to make a push of it. Queens University in Lipscomb's last game, Lipscomb had taken a 1-0 lead in the first half. Queens University scored to even the game with 16 seconds left in the first half. That was just a few days ago on Saturday night. So you know that's kind of in the back of Lipscomb's head, and I'm sure Coach Charles Morrow discussed that at length, not allowing that goal towards the end of the first half. Now Burl Shepard is going to get a lecture from the official. Sent in, Will Turner heads it out. Javon Smith turns to Malachi Jones. Nice little spin move. Jones, 1-on-4, tries to get it to Smith cutting in, and just a little behind him. Malachi Jones, after that play earlier, is drawing a ton of attention. Here's Tyree Spicer. He'll put a shot on goal, and that one's cleared by Henderson. Instead of going high, he kept with the low grounder with a lot of speed. Henderson kicks it out, but Lipscomb's going to get a late corner kick here in the first half. Approaching about a minute to go here in the first half. Crosses it in and headed out. Golden will get it back over to Alanefti. And now going to be given to Georgia State there with about 30 seconds left to go here in the first half. Deep kick, Sibley can pick it up, and he will. So with 10 seconds to go, Sibley going to take some time and just boot this one away. He sets it down, boots it high and deep, and that'll do it for the first half. So an impressive first half from really both of these teams. Pretty evenly played, the only difference being the penalty in the box leads to a penalty kick goal for Yeldrick Dahlman at the 30-minute and 44-second mark, and that's where we stand at halftime. It's a 1-0 lead for Lipscomb. We'll take a timeout. Bison's on top of the Panthers, 1-0. We're at halftime here in Nashville. Well, we are ready and set for the second half of action between Lipscomb and Georgia State. The A-Sun and the Sun Belt doing battle here on a Tuesday night, beautiful Tuesday night here in Nashville. Weather definitely starting to feel like fall here in the Music City as we are showing in the mid to low 60s right now, so perfect weather for these players, and we've got a really good game going on as well. 1-0 your score. Justin Seaman back here with you at the Lipscomb Soccer Complex as we are underway for the final 45 minutes of this one, as the Bisons with the advantage on the penalty kick goal by Yeldrick Dahlman in the 30th minute of this one, as that one is going to quickly be a corner kick for Lipscomb. So about 15 seconds in, and Lipscomb's already earned a corner kick here to start the second half. Alejandro Lopez will take it for Lipscomb on the far side. Sends it, and that one just curls on top of the goal. Tried to curl it right in front of the goal post. Instead, it curls on top of the goal. Henderson will have it now for Georgia State. Gets it over to Clay Dawes. That ball's going to be sent towards my direction. Falls in front of the stands there, as Louis Robinson will now throw it back to Will Turner. Shots in the first half, Lipscomb 7 shots, Georgia State just 1 shot in the first half. It was on goal, and it was saved by Michael Sibley. It wasn't a difficult save. It was one that was kind of popped up, and Sibley did have to kind of pop it over the top of the net, but really not a difficult save at all. 3 shots on goal by the Bisons, 1 save by Rankenberg, and 6 fouls for Lipscomb, 5 for Georgia State. 4 corners for the Bisons, 2 for Georgia State. A couple offsides whistled against Lipscomb. Nice move by Golden. He's going to be taken down in the box. It'll be a corner kick. So Noah Golden earns the second corner kick here of the early part of the second half. Alejandro Lopez will again take it for Lipscomb. This time, instead of being up in the box, Lipscomb's going to give a different look and run into the box. That one sent, and Dang tried to get ahead on it, but it looked like it was Henderson who drew first contact. Burl Shepard to Tyree Spicer. Spicer to Robinson, back to Turner. Your forwards are Spicer, Dahlman, and Hayes Wood. So Malachi Jones does not start the second half. You would imagine you'll see him come in later, along with probably Javon Smith as well. Robinson, nice run back, and now it's going to be, I think, Robinson losing it out of play, and so now Georgia State will have it in Lipscomb's end. So we'll see what adjustments maybe the Panthers made at halftime to try to create a little bit more offense. Again, this is not a bad offensive team, 35th in the country as far as goals scored. Of course, you're talking about this Lipscomb team who's 17th in the country in goals scored. Again, United Soccer Coaches poll has Lipscomb currently ranked as number 23. They've been as high as 17th, and Georgia State is actually receiving votes in the top 25 right now. So this is close, probably as close as you'll see kind of at this level of a top 25 type of a matchup. The goal kick now for Lipscomb. Here's Michael Sibley. Big boot there. Past midfield. Two players whiff on it. Here's Spicer. Nice pass back to Dolman, who gets a foot on it, and Rankenberg will be there for the save. So Dolman was looking for his second goal tonight on the nice pass by Tyree Spicer. Foul whistled. Burl Shepard right there mixing it up in the action. There'll be Louis Robinson. No, actually it's going to be Will Turner who's going to take this. Turner surveying. Send this one towards Dahlman in the box. Dahlman gets a header on it, but they're going to say he gave a little bit of a shove there, I believe. We played just 5 minutes gone by in the second half. Still a 1-0 game here between Lipscomb and Georgia State. A-Sun versus the Sun Belt. Yeldrick Dahlman, the difference maker so far. Penalty kick goal in the 30th minute of this one. 30 minutes, 44 seconds in on the penalty that was drawn by Malachi Jones. Whistle blown there, and now they're going to bring Hayeswood back, I believe. That one sent wide. Louis Robinson deep in the corner. He'll try to send one towards the goal, but didn't get a great boot on it that time, and that goes over on top of the goal. Back corner. So Rankenberg will have a goal kick with just at 38 minutes remaining in this one. We say it every broadcast, but just continue to remind people, new rule in the NCAA this year, no overtimes in regular season action. So if this one was to be tied, that's how it would be. Here's Spicer working against two. Now he's going to send a kick on that one. Booted backside. This goes over far side to Noah Golden. He'll try to send one back into the box. Alejandro Lopez was trying to find it. That one is cleared back by Louis Robinson. Robinson gets it dispossessed that time. And now Tyree Spicer will look to try to get one to Robinson. Nice little shot. Louis Robinson going down. He's going to be taken down with the tackle. And we'll see who's down for Georgia State. Couldn't see the number, but he is down and he is in pain. Waiting to see if they're going to call somebody out or not. It is Clay Dawes. So Clay Dawes, who had the tackle down there deep in the corner and kind of got rolled up over the top by Louis Robinson. He's up. Good sign there. Kind of grasping at his back. It'll be a throw-in for Lipscomb. Throws it into the box, does Robinson. Lopez was trying to collect it around the top of the box. Lipscomb keeps possession. Robinson again deep. Goes to Lopez, tries to cut back towards the middle. And it'll still stay with Lipscomb. So Robinson getting some arm work in over there with all these throw-ins down in Lipscomb's offensive end right now. He'll again toss it into the box. And now Shepard sends one towards the goal. That one is cut off, but a good look. Here's Robinson again battling, trying to work something to the middle, and it'll be Louis Robinson again to throw it in. Rinse and repeat, it feels like, on these last few possessions right now for Lipscomb. He'll throw it again into the box. This one headed by Hayes Wood, and now they're going to give the ball to Georgia State. Rankenberg sends one deep. That one's going to go all the way to Sibley. So Sibley will, I guess, not technically make a save, but he does pick it up. Here's Spicer, able to get down again, and that one just gets a little too far out in front of Tyree Spicer. He was trying to kind of tip it to himself to then get a centering pass back towards the goal and just slipped a little too far in front of him. Under 35 minutes left to go in this one. 1-0 game, Lipscomb on top of Georgia State. And now Louis Robinson going to be whistled for the foul there as he undercut Juneau. Tristan Jumeau was the one undercut now. It'll be Ross Finney to take the free kick for Georgia State. Just right there near the ASUN logo. One into the box and on the deck, and then unable to pick it up there as that one kind of fell near Clay Dawes, but just not long enough there. Here's Spicer, so fast on the counter for Lipscomb. He's now going to get taken down, and nothing called by the official there. The Tyree Spicer is ankle, he's back up. They will bring the trainer out. So Spicer was going to go back towards the bench. Now he's going to go more towards out of bounds over here on the near side. He will have to go out of bounds until play resumes. Referee told him he could come back in, but he didn't see it initially. Now Spicer is back in the game. So good news there for Lipscomb. Breathe a sigh of relief that Tyree Spicer's okay. Nice header there by Will Turner as that one was slicing towards the box. Here's McLean. Really talented freshman for Georgia State, but really hadn't been able to get going here tonight against Lipscomb. Right side to Jamo. Nobody home in the middle, as trying to get it in there was Jack Hilton Jones. Hayes. Burl Shepard. Nice little turn there. Noah Golden gets it back to Lopez. Lopez with plenty of room goes over to Golden. Golden looking to get something back in the middle. He does. Yeldrick Dolman just not in a great spot there for that one. And now Dolman, he's going to get a yellow card as he came in sliding from behind. Official Wasted no time to go for the yellow card there. So third yellow card issued against Lipscomb in this one. Clay Dawes, Jack Hilton Jones have yellow cards for Georgia State. Nick Dang, Adam McAleenan, and now Yeldrick Dahlman with yellow cards for Lipscomb. Just shy of the 58-minute mark, that yellow card issued. 57 minutes and 59 seconds, the time of that yellow card. Here's Michael Sibley now, the goalie for the Bisons, who has yet to really be challenged here in this one. Great ball there to Spicer. He gets it into the middle. Dahlman tries to get it, and then Hayes Wood had one right in the middle and just misses it high. And Hayes Wood, you can tell, a little frustrated with himself because that was a golden opportunity for Hayes Wood, and he just got under it and airmailed it over the goal. So mark that one down. That was a big opportunity for Lipscomb. Doesn't go. Now we'll see if Georgia State can capitalize. Tried to get it down to McLean, but Sibley able to get over there. You see the shot count 11-1 in favor of Lipscomb. Still no shots for Georgia State here in the second half. Their one shot came in the first half. They've still yet to get a shot. Will Turner with the header there. Turner kind of working that right leg, though, a little bit, which is a little concerning probably for Lipscomb. Lipscomb does appear to have some subs ready to come into the game. Here's Hayes Wood, who had that great look moments ago. Burl Shepard comes near side to Louis Robinson. Back to Turner. Over to Dang. And that one's going to be cut off. Now here's a chance for Georgia State. That one's going to be sent towards goal, and Sibley will have to make a save. Nice save there by Sibley on Gavin Williams. Williams looked like he was maybe going to center that one, but at the last second, he just kind of sent it towards the goal, and Sibley, who was looking backside, able to make the save. So a turnover by Turner near midfield turns into the best scoring look of the night for Georgia State, and Michael Sibley able to make the save. Now Turner is going to foul again this time, and it'll be Max Wilkins who draws the foul. Looks like 3 to 4 players for both teams set to check in. Spicer goes that to Hayes Wood, who's then pushed backwards, but Lipscomb does keep possession. Wood in the middle to Shepard. Goes near side to Robinson. Robinson will send one into the box. Nice job by Henderson heading that one out. Correction, I think that was Clay Dawes who headed it out. A lot of subs coming into the game now. We'll try to round those out to you here momentarily. Did see Malachi Jones come in for Lipscomb. I know he was one of the subs coming in for Hayes-Wood. Also got Luca Nauman coming in as well for Lipscomb. Marley Stevenson coming in for Georgia State. As now that one gets into the box, and they're going to now have a Georgia State player down and up quickly, and that looks like it is Clay Dawes. So Dawes has been on the deck a few times. That one headed out of play, and Lipscomb will have the ball. Big throw that time by Louis Robinson. Here's Alan Nefty, tries to go far corner. Malachi Jones will try to track it down. He will in the corner. Jones on the right side. Touches it into Nauman. Nauman pokes it back outside the box. He tries to go back to the middle. Nobody home, and now a chance to counter for Georgia State. But not a great pass there, and it's cut off by Nick Dang. Robinson will slow things down for Lipscomb. Here's Shepard. Back to Will Turner. Turner over to Dang. Under 26 minutes left in this one. Lipscomb with the 1-0 lead. The difference so far in the game, the penalty kick goal in the first half by Yeldrick Dahlman on the penalty that was taken by Malachi Jones. Georgia State gonna have a free kick here. They play it short, and they'll play it back, does Georgia State. Now another whistle against Lipscomb. Alan Nefty was trying to track that one back, but I guess he got too much of the body there. Both of these teams 6-1-1 on the year. Only loss for both of these teams was against the University of Kentucky, number 5th ranked team in the country. So pretty impressive from both these teams. Now a 3-on-2 developing for Lipscomb. Dahlman just mishandles it there. And now shoved away is Malachi Jones. Dahlman was trying to make something happen on the 3-on-2, but couldn't. Here's Alan Nefty. Tries to touch one to Dahlman, slipping past the defense. Spicer comes in. He's got a chance. Here's Jones, and it'll be Tyree Spicer with the goal. Unbelievable. Tyree Spicer makes it a 2-0 Lipscomb lead midway through the second half. Couldn't tell if it was going to be Spicer or Jones that was going to get a good look there, as both of them were right there to make a swing at it, and it was Tyree Spicer who gets the goal for the Bisons. So Lipscomb takes a 2-0 lead. Time of the goal, 65 minutes and 34 seconds. Not given an assist yet on the play. We will see if they will do that, but a little bit of breathing room for Lipscomb here with just under 25 minutes to go. So now Lipscomb, 24 minutes to go with a 2-goal lead. Feels like a massive lead against this Georgia State team that has been really solid throughout. Dahlman was onside, just loses it there, trying to get it back to Malachi Jones. It's going to be a foul called now. Really no question about that on Max Wilkins. Here's Luka Nauman. Dang was trying to get it down to Jones. Here's Malachi Jones. He'll send one towards the back post. Just misses wide. It happens so quick with Malachi Jones. So fast. But a good look. And Lipscomb keeps the pressure on Georgia State. Bison's on top of the Panthers here. A-Sun on top of the Sun Belt for the moment. 2-0 lead. Georgia State still, stat-wise, they're showing them with just one shot in this match. As now Javon Smith will check in for Yeldrick Dahlman. Tristan Jamo comes back into the game for Georgia State. Tight passing by Javon Smith, Burl Shepard, and Louis Robinson. That one's going to be touchdown to Tyree Spicer. Spicer sends one towards the middle. That's going to be headed and in! What a shot by Malachi Jones! Maybe a better pass by Tyree Spicer, but still, Malachi Jones with the header. It slips off the hands of Rankenberg and into the back of the net. Lipscomb running away with this one. They now lead it 3-0. And a big round of applause from the fans here as Malachi Jones with the goal. The header off the pass from Tyree Spicer. So the Bisons now with 21 and a half minutes to go with a commanding 3-0 lead over the Georgia State Panthers. Handball whistled against Georgia State. Fans still excited about that header goal by Malachi Jones. Jones won't get credit for 2 goals, but he has been really the catalyst to 2 goals. Got the penalty, drew the penalty in the box that led to Yeldrick Dahlman's first goal. Then on this one, off the pinpoint pass by Tyree Spicer, gets the header that slips past the hands of Rankenberg. Rankenberg got some hands on it, but it slips past his hands into the goal, and Malachi Jones with the 3rd goal for the Bisons. Sibley will pick up that one. Looked like maybe a handball there. Referee didn't call it. Play will continue. Georgia State will maintain possession. Louis Robinson tries to touch it down to Javon Smith. I think that'll be Lipscomb ball. 20 minutes exactly left in this one. Lipscomb now with a commanding 3-goal lead over the Panthers from Georgia State. Georgia State, again, has only been credited with 1 shot in this match. That ball gets passed, and now a chance for Georgia State, but what a play by Nick Dang. Be a corner kick, but really that ball slipped by off of the head of Louis Robinson and Gavin Williams, who's had really the 2 best looks for Georgia State in this match. Has it taken away, but it will be a corner kick now for the Panthers. Gets into the box, but quickly Lipscomb clears it out. Now here's Spicer. I think they're saying some hand fighting there, and now I'm not sure what the question is the official is now talking to Luca Nauman. Alanefti cuts that one off nicely, tries for the clean steal, but that one kicked away out of bounds. Referee didn't like Malachi Jones picking that ball up and moving it, so he stops the clock. Now it'll start back again. Not wanting Lipscomb to get any free seconds here. Robinson touches it into Spicer. Spicer will kick one towards the goal. It's deflected out of play, but Lipscomb will have a corner kick. Really nice move that time by Louis Robinson to create some space, and then a nice touch pass to Spicer. Spicer with his speed creates so many problems for the defense. Be Noah Golden who will take the corner for the Bisons. Under 18 minutes left here in this one. Lipscomb 2 goals here in the second half to lead it 3-0. Turner was coming over near the back corner, but just couldn't get enough in the air to head that one. Important match for Lipscomb here tonight. If nothing else, just to take some confidence moving into the next stretch of their schedule, as Lipscomb will not have another home game until October the 22nd. So almost a month. Lipscomb will not be back here at the friendly confines of the Lipscomb Soccer Complex as this non-conference match. It'll be Lipscomb heading back into conference play on Saturday, and don't want to speak too soon with this one still about 16 and a half minutes to go, but when you start talking about major conference matchups, we got a major one coming up this Saturday at Central Arkansas. Lipscomb and Central Arkansas. Right now, you look at those two teams in the A-Sun, and probably the two best teams right now in the A-Sun, with Lipscomb being undefeated in conference play right now and Central Arkansas being undefeated. The two teams that are undefeated so far in conference play, both with 9 points apiece. So that game in Conway, Arkansas could go a long way to determining who the #1 seed is in the A-Sun Conference Tournament, and that'll be coming up this Saturday on the road in Conway, Arkansas. And you would expect the Bears to be ready for the Bisons coming to town for that one. Adam McAleenan will check back in for the Bisons. Burl Shepard will exit. "15 minutes left to go here from the Lipscomb Soccer Complex. Lipscomb on top, 3-0. Yeldrick Dahlman with a goal. Tyree Spicer with a beauty of a goal, and then probably the prettiest one of the night from Malachi Jones, the header in the back of the net off the pass from Tyree Spicer. Lipscomb has outshot Georgia State 14-1 in this match. 6 of Lipscomb's 14 shots have been on goal. Ball headed out by Dang, and then Dang kind of gives a shove to the defender. Official didn't see that. Here's Javon Smith coming in quickly, and Rankenberg will just have to clear it. Sibley will clear that one down. Javon Smith, I think we got a handball there. Talked about it cooling down. It's approaching low 60s, maybe getting closer to 50. It says it's 64. I'm not sure I believe that. Feels cooler than 64 out here. But then again, your first kind of feel of fall maybe feel a little cooler than it actually is. Here's Michael Sibley with the free kick. Under 13 minutes to go. Again, Georgia State picked 7th in the Sun Belt, but I think with this 6-1-1 record before what presumably tonight will be a loss, unless they can have a kind of a miraculous comeback here, this is a good win for Lipscomb if they're able to pull this one out. Georgia State not in the top 25, but receiving votes, so a good win as Malachi Jones is taken down, and that'll be a yellow card. And now they're going to bring out somebody to check on Jones. Noah Golden is upset. Nick Dang has gone down to have a word with the other team. Concern, though, right now is for Malachi Jones. So the clock has stopped with 12:03. Jones has now moved from kind of laying down, is sort of sitting up a little bit. Looked like it. This is, I think, his right leg they're looking at. Hard to tell. He was clipped from behind. Yellow card issued. We'll see who the yellow card was issued against. Have not updated it on the stats yet. Jones is now going to be on his feet. He's having trouble putting just weight on that foot right now. Yeah, very gingerly, he's walking under his own semi-own power there. You can see the trainer kind of with hand on his back, and I think that's Coach Charles Morrow as well who's over there. Hayes Wood will come in for Malachi Jones. And you just pray that it's not something serious for Malachi Jones, a freshman who has been just having a phenomenal year for Lipscomb and really been a game changer, difference maker for the Bisons. Here's Nauman, sends one towards the box, and it's headed out. It'll be a corner kick for Lipscomb. Under 12 minutes to go. Corner sit towards the middle. Here's Spicer trying to collect it, trying to get a play on it. Dang will send one towards the goal, and then he'll send a bouncer, and then Dahlman is taken down. Nope, that's Hayes Wood, excuse me. So Hayes Wood, who had just checked in, he sent one. It went wide. He's taken down. No foul called in the box. Pretty good looks again by Lipscomb. Here's Noah Golden now for the Bisons. Again, when you're trying to come from behind, if you're Georgia State, they're still having trouble possessing the ball, as Lipscomb has seemingly been in the offensive end most of the time. Alan Efty going to come over to take the free kick. Gets it towards the corner and just missing. Hayes Wood coming towards that back post. Couldn't get his foot up close enough to get a tip into the goal, but what a look that time by Alan Efty. Louis Robinson going to exit the game now, and a sub going to come in for him. Wyland Worley will come into the game for Louis Robinson. Now they're going to give a yellow card. I think they gave the yellow to Michael Sibley. So we've had a pocket full of yellow cards here tonight, really given out to both teams by this referee. Yellow card was given to Michael Sibley after a yellow card was given to Georgia State's team moments ago. So let's give you the roundup again of yellow cards. We've had 4 given out in the first half, as one does go into the back of the net. And now Will Turner hit the deck that time, and before the ball could get in the play near the goal. Back to the yellow card situation. Clay Dawes, Jack Hilton Jones got yellow cards for Georgia State in the first half. Nick Dang and Adam McAleenan in the first half for Lipscomb also got yellow cards. Then Yeldrick Dahlman got a yellow card in the second half. Ilo Jones got a yellow card, and now we're getting a yellow card issued to Coach Charles Morrow. So Iola Jones got a yellow card in the second half. Michael Sibley got one in the second half, and now Coach Charles Morrow's got one. So we've matched yellow cards in the second half that we had in the first half. We've had 8 yellow cards in this match. 8 yellow cards in the match. And we've still got 9 minutes to go. So we'll see. We'll see if the color of the cards changes at all, or if we just keep it yellow the rest of the way. Free kick here for Lipscomb. Let's see if it's going to be Nauman or Alanefti. Sends it to Golden, who will send one angling in, and Spicer. That would have been a highlight reel goal if he could have connected on it. All cleared away by Golden. Noah Golden will trek down to make the throw in for Lipscomb. He'll get it to Alan Efty, who tried to squeeze his way between two defenders, but cleared out, and it'll be a corner kick now for Plutarchus Alan Efty. Alan Efty will send it in, and Dang was coming in, and both teams will say that it was off the other team, but the official is indicating it'll be a second corner kick for Lipscomb. This time it looks like on the far side it's going to be Luca Nauman to do the honors for Lipscomb. If nothing else, this is just delaying and taking more time here. Nauman will send it in. Hayes Wood was coming in, and they'll call him, I believe, for the foul. Again, got to be impressed, obviously, with the offense from Lipscomb. Always impressed there. But the defense for Lipscomb in this one, only one shot given up so far in this match by Lipscomb to this Georgia State team. 19-1, Lipscomb has outshot Georgia State. Just gaudy numbers right now for the Bisons. 6 minutes exactly left in this one, as that one will go towards the goal, but it'll go behind the goal. It was touched by Sibley, so it will be a corner kick. That one headed out hard by Lipscomb. Here's Spicer one-on-one, and he got cut down in the box. No yellow by the official, no foul, no nothing. We've had so many yellow cards, but nothing on that, not even a whistle. Spicer back up on his feet. That's a good sign for Lipscomb. So now with about 5 minutes left in this one, Lipscomb will just look to salt this one away. Nauman ping-pongs it off his head. Alan Efty, nice job there. Again, Lipscomb 23rd ranked in the country coming into this one. Georgia State receiving votes. This was, for those casual fans, you hear Lipscomb, Georgia State, you think, ASA and Sun Belt, not a big deal. But these are really good teams going at each other tonight, and quite frankly, Lipscomb has been dominant. Michael Sibley will take some time, and now he will pick up the ball. While it's a great non-conference matchup, what will be just as important, or probably more important, is going to be Lipscomb's upcoming schedule in conference play. They will travel on Saturday to Conway, Arkansas. They'll take on Central Arkansas. And then on next Tuesday, they'll travel down to Mercer University. Mercer down in Macon, Georgia, former ASUN opponent. And then it'll be down to DeLand, Florida, the following Saturday, October 15th at Stetson. And then on October 18th, Tuesday, they'll be back in the state of Tennessee, but Lipscomb will be taking on Memphis University in Memphis. And again, next home match for Lipscomb is not until October 22nd, and that'll be versus North Florida. And then Lipscomb won't have another home game until November 1st against Bellarmine. So Lipscomb's going to go on the road, so this presumably what's about to be a 7-1-1 record, Lipscomb's going to have to take on the road and play well at visiting stadiums. Here's Will Turner. Had some other substitutions check in. Emptying some of the benches. There's a nice ball, and there's a chance, and that one will hit off the post. Unbelievable. It's just been that kind of night for Georgia State. Tristan Jamo finally gets a shot. Second shot of the entire match, and that one goes off the back post, and it's just been that kind of night for Georgia State. Touch to Javon Smith. He'll try to hit back corner and just misses. Javon Smith puts his hands to his head, and he missed that one by about a foot. Killian Byrne, Ryan Winquist, Seth Highfield all checking in for Lipscomb. So those three players coming in here late for the Bisons. Another good ball. Here's Javon Smith. Smith tries to do a nifty move around the ball and tripped up. Minute and a half to go. Here's Nauman. Gets it over to Byrne. Byrne tries to go middle, taken away, and here's Justin McLean. Turner will send it back towards Sibley. 1 minute to go in this one. Impressive win for the Bisons here tonight. Appears they are going to get the shutout, as approaching 30 seconds left in this one, and the crowd starting to really give some well-deserved applause to this Lipscomb team. Down to 20 seconds. It'll be sent back to Sibley. He'll send it deep. Headed back and forth between Turner and Georgia State. Down to 5 seconds, and that will do it for this one. So Lipscomb, ranked number 23 in the country, gets a standing ovation from the home crowd. They won't be back here at the Lipscomb Soccer Complex until October 22nd, but they are now 7-1-1 with a big-time showdown up and coming this Saturday against Central Arkansas and Conway, Arkansas. As the two undefeated teams in the ASUN will square off. That will go a long way to decide who's number one in the ASUN upcoming conference tournament. But tonight, Lipscomb's a winner 3-0. They led it 1-0 at halftime. Yeldrick Dahlman had a penalty kick goal at the 30-44 mark. Then in the second half, it was Tyree Spicer at the 65-minute, 34-second mark who made it 2-0. And then a beautiful pass from Louis Robinson to Tyree Spicer into Malachi Jones, who headed the third goal of the game, the third and deciding goal at the 68-minute and 31-second mark. And that was it. Lipscomb outshoots Georgia State 20-2, 6 shots on goal to just 1. As Lipscomb dominates, gets the win 3-0, and they improve to 7-1-1. Georgia State drops to 6-2-1 as they will head back into Sun Belt action. Again, next action for Lipscomb will be this upcoming Saturday. It'll be in Conway, Arkansas. 12 noon start down in Conway, Arkansas against Central Arkansas. Next action at home for Lipscomb will be Saturday, October 22nd, 7 p.m. start. That'll be against North Florida. Final score here from Nashville, Lipscomb wins